Okay.
Just planted around 300 plantations that were fully fruit-bearing plants.
Oh.
Okay.
So that will be taken care by them then after you plant.
The trainees who come there, they take care of that.
So after you plant it, will you go back and check it after some time, or is it once done you don't?
It is not that we plant and forget it. And definitely we have a time. In fact, we have a more with the police department.
Okay, sir.
They involve us for this kind of activities and also for a blood donation.
Oh, very good. Okay.
Every year we do a blood donation there itself.
Oh.
Keshav, was Mark involved? Ravi Kumar Mark was involved with you?
Definitely, sir. That is a Mark. Ravi Kumar was the part of it.
Yeah, because he was mentioning to me about this, because we were to give some oxygen concentrated to their hospitals. Yeah, then COVID came down and then they didn't want.
He's the point of contact. He stays very close to that place. His native.
Yeah.
He does a lot of in and around. I think with the West, he has done a lot of projects.
Yeah, he was a member actually. When I put him on to Udyog, because he has a school in Pina. That's the reason I thought
he done a lot of Raila program also. He was mentioning about it in the morning.
Yeah, he was a Rotary, so I was associated with him for many years.
His whole family was there. His brothers, both brothers were.
His brother was a politician. I think.
Yes.
He runs an education institution called here in Rajaji Nagar.
Yes, sir. He's into multiple things.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. So let us start. Good evening.
You should start together. Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. It's a pleasure, and it's with happiness and joy. We welcome you all to our. Actually, this is our first installation for under District 3190, and welcome you all for this wonderful event. Thank you for all the guests and our honorary officials of District 3190. And now I request our Director, Environment Services and Treasurer to please recite the Rotary prayer. Thank you.
We pray, Almighty God, that you bless this assembly with good acquaintance and fellowship. Guide each one us to dignify our occupation as an opportunity to serve society. Help us to prove useful to the community and country in which we live, and advance national and international understanding, goodwill, and peace through the Rotary ideal service above self. So, good evening, everyone. Now I request our changemaker Rotarian President Subir Kumar Dhar to start the meeting and installation.
Subir, please unmute yourself.
Oh, okay. Thank you. The meeting is called to order. Over to you, Sarvishta. Hello, Sarvishta, we can't hear you.
No, I was muted by admin.
Okay.
Okay, let me introduce our president. Subir is a business professional with expertise in the energy and information technology industry. He has always been keen on issues surrounding agriculture, livelihoods, access to electricity, propagation of technologies, skill development, village enterprises, etc. He is a keen traveler and seeks to know more about the local economy and the challenges. He has venture funded many social setups and created social and community entrepreneurs. He has an electrical engineer and an MBA from IIM Ahmedabad. Having worked in some of the leading IT companies of India, he is currently serving as Global Director at HCL Technologies. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sarmishta. So let me take the opportunity to welcome everybody for this great occasion for our club. And we would like to thank you, our PDG. Then we'll also like to thank our secretary as well as our AG. I'll just quickly take a quick presentation about, we'll just quickly talk about what we have, what initiatives we have done, what we have achieved, and what we plan to achieve in this coming year. Okay. So just let me. Do tell me when you can see my screen.
We can.
Okay, great. Okay, so I'm just sharing a couple of things that we have achieved in this last year. As you all know that we started our club in the middle of COVID. We chartered our club somewhere in August of 2000. And of course, for the first 3-4 months, I mean, we were trying to get our act together as far as the accounts, as far as the bank accounts, PAN, etc., to get going. In the last couple of months and 1 month of this year, we have achieved quite a lot as far as our club activities. Some of the quick ones, I'll say that we have one marquee project. What we are doing it is Each One Educate One, wherein we have onboarded about 8 to 10 students whom we are actually assisting for continuing their education. Because of financial constraints, they had to discontinue. So we are promoting that. Then we have a Reach to Read project, which is about setting up libraries in the remote government schools, in the forests or in the hilly regions, etc. That's what we are doing. And then we are then the other project that Sharmista has anchored is that we have done an Environment Month, and then we recently concluded a Tiger Day celebration. Then we have initiated a good amount of, speaker series. We have invited speakers from across the nation. I mean, we had speakers from Peru, we had from Bangladesh, and from various you can say walks of life. Recently, we had a session with Alakananda Roy, very famous actress from who has acted in with Satyajit Ray's films, and Prakriti, our team member, had actually facilitated that. So thank you. Then we have initiated a multi-purpose hall project in Kadapa district in a place called Kazipet, and we have made some progress. And this year we expect that we will be able to conclude the construction in the next maybe 20 months or so. We have set up a biodiversity park in southern part of Bangalore. and it's started off with about planting 300 trees, and we are expecting that it will go up to 500 to 700 trees. And then we intend that in the coming year, of course, we will expand it to maybe more number of places. Coming to other project in COVID, of course, I don't have the list. We have executed with all our members here various projects in Bangalore and beyond. And one such project we executed, I think Gitanjali facilitated a good project in the PHCs in South Bangalore as well as in the Northeast region, where the value of the overall goods was over 5 lakhs. Then we have a good one we have initiated is the Indo-Ghana Sister Club project, which has recently been launched, and we have a partner there. Okay. Then we have executed a blood donation camp very recently, and our team member Shweta as well as Keshini, they had anchored it, and it has gone off well. So these are a couple of projects that we have done in the recent past, and I think we have made a good start. One point I wanted to elaborate is that the Rotary Club has been focusing a lot on achieving a membership diversity. And we as a club, I think we are very proud to say that we have a very good balance of membership across the genders. So we have a membership of around 32, and of 32 we have about 34%. That means about 1 in every 3 members is a lady. So we have achieved this, I think, as a very good benchmark here, and I believe that in the coming year we will certainly do better on this one. Okay. Quickly, got stuck. So anyway, it's open. Yeah. So this is a quick snapshot about what we plan to do in the coming year. Of course, we want to scale up a couple of projects, and then we are also planning to take up a few new projects. So scaling up, of course, we have this marquee program, Each One Educate One, which we are going to scale up, and we are coming up with a fundraising program in the coming days. That's one thing. Then Reach to Read program, of course, we had started it early part of this was one of the first programs that we had started last year. This we want to scale it up a little. Then Microbiodiversity Park, which we have already sort of piloted. That we intend to do it, take it to multiple locations, maybe at least 5 locations in different parts of the country. Multi-purpose hall, as I mentioned, we have already done some part of the work here, and we are very keen to take it to execution. Then new initiatives. So with the new members coming in our club, I think we have a very good range of expertise here. So we are working on different threads, and we'll be partnering with different clubs different clubs across our district. So one is dialysis center. So we have Keshini, who is a doctor. So we want to take her expertise. Then we are also going to take up a suitcase program, which is part of the district program that is setting up a very low-cost housing for people who want sort of temporary, you can say, accommodation. It's a low budget accommodation. It's close to 1 lakh of rupees. We can provide housing to a family. Then other thing that we intend to do is about setting up of Rotaract, Interact, and community clubs. And finally, we are wanting to take a lot of initiatives across the Rotary World community. So with the COVID here, I think, and online communities, we are finding that we are able to reach out to the community worldwide, and we are thinking of how to collaborate with them and take up new projects in different spheres. Okay. So thank you very much, everybody, for pitching in, and we have been able to make some good progress. And I would ask PDG as well as District Secretary if they have any questions on it. I can answer. Otherwise, I'll go ahead and introduce the new upcoming team. Any questions, PDC sir? Any
No, congratulations for the diversity of projects you have conducted this year. Okay, let me also wish you all the best for the projects you have in mind. I think some of which I'm quite aware of that. Let us do it together. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. So I'll quickly like to introduce the new team here. While we have started just less than a year back, but I'm very glad to share with you all that we have a very enthusiastic team, a very knowledgeable, enthusiastic, and very eager to take up projects. And I find that great project management skills also coming on board. So I'll just introduce the team. So of course, this is Gitanjali has created, the team has created Shweta, Gitanjali, Sarmishta, all. Thank you very much. So I'll just skip this one. Okay, so the secretary of this year will be Gitanjali, and she has steered this club so far from the beginning, and I welcome her to provide her time and expertise for this coming year. Thank you very much, Gitanjali. And I can share, I like to share a sentence or two about each of the incoming members. So Gitanjali, you have been a great source of strength, and you are one of the finest managers, I'll say, that you have anchored, brought this club, pulled everybody together to make this happen. Okay. So next, we have got Sarmishta. Sarmishta is going to take up environment service. And as I said, Sarmishta, thank you very much. You have anchored all the things so well. You had, shepherded the membership drive last year, and we have got great members this year. And I'll also say that, being a great nature-loving person as well as an animal-loving person, I think we certainly look forward to you for anchoring many of the initiatives. And I think thank you very much for the first Tiger Day, initiative where you had conducted a painting competition across the country. We'll come to the prize ceremony later on, but thank you very much for it. So thank you. So we have got Shalini. Hi, Shalini. Welcome to lead the membership drive, and you have done a phenomenal work. You have brought in very good people on board. We are very much thankful for that. And your expertise in advertisement and branding is certainly helping us a lot to build the brand of our club. Going forward, I'm sure that we'll have so many initiatives and so many right positioning of our club in the whole community. So thank you, Shalini. Okay, so we have our chair for literacy, Mr. Roy. So I think he's a great person, great engineer. He's our one of the finest engineers I have seen, Roy, and I've known Roy for over 33 years today, and he's certainly one of the finest engineers from IIT Kharagpur. And he's a person with very objective mind, and I think he brings a sort of an objective assessment of things like no one else, I suppose. Thank you, Roy. Welcome. Okay, so we are welcoming Director International Services, Ishwarji. Ishwarji is based in US, and I think with his presence in the West Coast of US, with his great network, I think we are getting plugged to many clubs in US, and I think he will be doing an awesome job of it. And above all, I would like to say, Ishwarji has been the anchor of our club. Okay, for the last 1 year, I haven't seen Ishwarji even miss a single meeting. And really, you have, Ishwarji, we are thankful to you. We thank you very much for providing this anchor to our club and bringing it to where we are today. Thank you once again. Okay, so welcome, Arnab. I think you have joined, so welcome. And well, Arnabji has joined very recently, but Arnabji, you have made a great difference to our club in these very few months. And how can we forget that you have brought such new ideas to the club to rejuvenate our club with our storytelling sessions. Okay, Dil Se, every week we are able to hear more about each and every person one at a time. And this is something really very, very appreciable. Okay. Thank you very much. And I believe that with your experience, in food business, I'm sure that from Rotary, we will be able to take up some initiative which is helpful to the farming community, maybe, so that they can actually move up the value chain. Maybe they can move into packaging and come something on branding and packaging for the food items. I really look forward to do some project like that. Thank you very much, Arnavji. Quickly, okay, so welcome Keshini ji for taking up the position of Director Community Services. And I will say, in the very few months that you have been here, you have done an awesome work. You and Shweta, you both have done great work, and you have sort of organized so successfully the blood donation camp. We are really indebted to you. Okay, so welcome on board. And Keshini is one such rare person who has mixed business as well as medicine together. So she is a doctor as well as an MBA. Very, very rare breed of people. And I think with this real combination, I'm sure that we will get a lot of insights straddling both sides, technical as well as business, from you. And I'm sure that you will go great places. Thank you. Coming to Mahesh, I'm not sure whether Mahesh has been able to join. He is in Assam, and he is taking up as a role in the community services. So welcome, Mahesh. So to speak a few words about Mahesh, so Mahesh ji runs a small school in Assam, in a very remote place, Karbi Anglong. And I would say that Mahesh ji is our eyes and ears to the real community. So in a way, we do execute a lot of projects in the far reaches of India. And some of the areas that we do collaborate is in the area of education, is in the area of environment. And I'm sure that there are certain other projects also we will be taking forward. So I'll say that whatever we can come up with ideas, I think he is the person who can actually execute it on the ground with the community. So welcome, Mahesh ji. So we have now Dr. Om. So Dr. Om is one of the really rare persons, you can say, that he has already done one PhD, and he is also doing the second PhD now in technology. So he's very, very rare person. And he has a patent. He has a patent in the area of mobility for the disabled people. So he has a patent along with one of the IIT professors in the area of voice controlled wheelchairs. So I'm looking forward to how to put together something along with the Rotary abilities and make something which is a very low cost, and we can make some better reach to the society. Good. So now we have got Director Vocational Service, Kunal. Welcome. So Kunal is, of course, in the IT space, and he is a great engineer, and I'll say he is one of the very responsible persons. I have known Kunal, I think, for about close to 15 years, when Kunal came first to do Bangalore to study, and Gitanjali was the local guardian for him. So I think in all these years, I think he has grown a lot, and we are looking forward to him for anchoring our vocational services in Hyderabad and beyond. Quickly, so now we have got Shweta, and she is taking up the role of Director Public Image, and I'm sure that she will do an awesome job. And in fact, I'd like to invite also Rajiv to this session. And who doesn't know Rajiv in Bangalore district? He is such a influential person. He has contributed so much in few years, and I'm sure that Shweta, you will do an awesome job, and you have already done so much for the club. And I can vouch that you are one of the finest project managers. Okay, so anything to be done, if we reach out to you, you will see to it that it is done perfectly. Thank you very much. So here I conclude the session for introducing our new team. welcome on board my colleagues, and I'm sure that this year we'll make a much bigger difference. So we'll make some big change. We are the change makers, and welcome on board. Thank you very much. Over to you, Sir Mishta.
No, yeah, thank you, President. To make things faster, because anyway we are an online club. What I'm requesting PDG is just announce that like everyone to everyone to like install together, and they will put their pins.
Okay, thank you, Gitanjali. It's a pleasure and an honor to install the board of directors for the Rotary year 2021-22 under the leadership of Subir and the secretaryship of Gitanjali. All the very best, friends. You have been installed as the directors and the board of directors of your club. Thank you.
Thank you. I request all the board members to please pin yourself. Thank you so much, PDG. And now I invite our new members. They have just joined a few days back. That is Rotarian Mithun, Rotarian Sampada, and Ganesh is there. Yes, Rotarian Ganesh. And of course, Alugda is missing, but I request you to please request them to pin themselves.
Okay, before that, I hope all these new Rotarians had their induction talk and they've been introduced to Rotary because this is one of the prerequisite for becoming a member.
Yeah.
I'm sure they are aware of the responsibilities.
Today,
Okay.
Today they
They're
had.
aware of the, okay. No problem. Okay. As long as they've been informed about the Rotary structure, their responsibilities and their obligations, I'll be happy. Friends, you're joining one of the oldest service organizations in the world, which started way back in 1905. There are over 36,800 clubs world over with about 1.2 million Rotarians. And today you are joining the fold of Rotary and you are privileged to be the members. And from now onwards, you'll be called as a Rotarians and your spouses will be called as aunts. Now, the pin which you'll be given will entitle you to attend any Rotary meeting anywhere in the world. That's a privilege you have. Rotary is by invitation, not by application. So, Rotary Club of eConnect has found in you to be a leader in your occasion or a profession or a business. That's the reason they have invited you to join Rotary. And we all are aware that they invited you because you also believe in our motto, service above self. I'm sure you'll become outstanding Rotarians in eConnect Club. And one of our desire is that once a Rotarian, always a Rotarian. So we want permanent members into the Rotary clubs, not join today and leave tomorrow. So I'm sure with the type of involvement and engagement in the projects of the Rotary Club eConnect, you will get yourself assimilated well to the Rotary ideals and become permanent members of the Rotary fraternity. Welcome to you to the Rotary. Thank you.
Thank you. PDG sir, if I may just say, this is Mithun Prabhu here. Thank you very much for welcoming people like me who are new to Rotary eConnect. But I also want to let you know that I'm an ex-Rotaractor 27 years back. So I'm very proud. 27 years back when I was in my college, when I wanted to be, when I was part of the Pulse Polio programs and a lot of things. So I always aspired one day that I want to be Rotarian. So I'm extremely proud and very, very happy to be part of this club.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that because I too was a Rotaractor at that time. I also remember fondly our involvement in the first Rotary Plus, it was Polio Plus campaign, it was called, you see. So we were part of that campaign we started way back in 1985. Welcome to Rotary. I'm glad that though late, you see, you are joined Rotary. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Now I call upon Sharmishta to take it forward with Shweta.
So now I request our Director Public Image, Rotarian Shweta Talam, to introduce AG, Rotarian Sushila Venkatraman.
Good evening to one and all. Venkatraman is a development professional and is the chair of Arogya World India Trust. She is also on the board of two other NGOs, STBS Unnati Foundation and the IIT Alumni Center, Bangalore. She is a partner with the NUT Center for Social Innovation. She is an enterprise transformation consultant who mentors startup social enterprises and assists organizations with their strategy. Dr. Sushila Venkatraman was the Principal Director of the Asian Development Bank's ADB Office of Information Systems and Technology until 2015. She was responsible for planning, implementing, and maintaining ADB's communications and information technology platforms and systems, as well as advising and evangelizing ICT for development. Prior to joining the ADB, Dr. Venkatraman was MD of Cisco's Strategy Consulting Group, where her major area of focus was community empowerment and transformation using ICT. Before that, she was partner in Coopers and Lightran, PricewaterhouseCoopers, IBM Global Services in India, where she led large-scale enterprise transformation engagements in several industries and in the public sector. She has a PhD from Birla Institute of Technology and Science, a master's degree in business administration from Faculty of Management Studies, University of Delhi, and a master's degree in physics from the Indian Institute of Technology. She is currently pursuing studies in Sanskrit. She is a Carnatic music vocalist and enjoys photography and painting as well. Sushila is an active Rotarian, was president of a club and chair of the Integrity and Ethics Committee and Senior Citizens Initiatives of Rotary District 3190. Currently, she's staying with her parents. And she has rescued a kitten that was abandoned. It's almost 2.5 months old. It's called Laddu. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah. Thank you, Shweta, for introducing our AG. I now request Sushila ma'am, please say a few words of encouragement, and also we want you to inaugurate our first newsletter today.
Thank you so much, Shweta. I was a little embarrassed with such a long introduction, but thank you very much. Very, very nice of you. Subir, I've got to know a bit since the district the training program PETS some time back, and we've been talking Geetanjali as well. We've had a number of conversations, and it's been very heartening to see the level of energy, the focus on getting things done, the desire to make sure that the foundations of the club are set right in terms of processes, in terms of the roles that people play, in terms of just making sure that it all falls in place within the Rotary Foundation, within the Rotary world. And I must congratulate you on that, because I think what you do during this for the next year or so is going to set the tone and pace for what your club does in the future. And I think all of you, the whole team, I think has a very, very big role to play in making sure that the future of the club, the tenor and the manner in which the club conducts itself, all of that is going to fall in place during this 1 year. So I must congratulate every member of the team and every member of this particular club for coming together and serving society. I must also say that what I found most fascinating about this club is the fact that its members are drawn not just from Bangalore like the rest of us physical clubs, but from across the world. And that suddenly opens up such a wide range of opportunities, like the work that you've been doing in Assam and all of that. And that's something that we can't dream of doing, but you can. And I think it's such a wonderful opportunity to just bridge and bring together the world. You stand in a wonderful place. And so once again, congratulations and all the very best. And it is indeed my proud privilege to inaugurate your first newsletter. Thank you very much.
Yes, I'll just show it, ma'am. 1 second. I'll just share the screen. Can you see it?
Not yet. This is coming up. Yes.
Yes, so this is it. So
very nice.
I have a slow connection, so it may take a, yeah. Oh, sorry, first is, okay, I'll just go from first. Here it is.
Can you move it into preview mode, Gitanjali, so that it is bigger?
Okay, I have very bad connection, so I don't want to do anything.
Oh, okay, no problem.
So the newsletter is called Connections. It's
yeah.
A beautiful, beautiful name.
Thank you, ma'am. And yeah, so here are our board of directors. And we also felt we should give, like Rotary is all about also opportunities. So we thought we'll use our newsletter so that our members can advertise their products and services. So this is one page where we are giving that space. So here's Mithun, our new member, with his designs. He's a photographer also by hobby. And here is a drawing by Anit T.R. Dikwi, daughter of Shweta and Rajiv. And here we are talking about our projects. This is Each One Educate One that we just started, and we will be taking it up in a very big way, including having a drive, a performance by one of the leading singers. So the district will be intimated about what we have in plan, and we would welcome a lot of clubs to come together for this event so that they can support us for this project. This is about our project, Reach to Read. And this is our Green Zone project. And of course, Chonaki is our member who is also part of the district team as a counselor. So here's her last note, well-being note. So this is it. So it will be distributed soon to everyone. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, Shweta and Sharmishta, you can take it forward.
Thank you, Gitanjali. Now I request Rotarian Ishwar Reddy, our International Services Director, to introduce EDG Rotarian Rajendra Rai.
Yeah, hi. Can you hear me? I hope you can hear.
Yes, yes, Ishwar.
Yeah, okay. I'm honored to introduce Rotarian Rajendra Rai, and he's got he's the director of Forest Engineering India Limited. He's a member of National Executive Rotary India Literacy Mission, trustee of Rotary Needy Heart Foundation and Samidhi Trust, and as you know, past district governor, 3190, past president, Rotary Club, Bangalore West. So these are the titles that he holds. And he's currently, Rotarian Rajendra Rai is currently working as the director of Forest Engineering India Limited, manufacturing industrial valves. In the last 40 years of his professional career, he has successfully developed business for forests in over 35 countries, where his company has undertaken major projects in the power, steel, water, and wastewater sectors. In 1984, he joined the Rotary Club of Bangalore West. For the past 37 years of his stint in Rotary, he has held several key executive leadership positions. He led Rotary Club Bangalore West in 1995 as its president and bagged the Best Club Award in the Rotary District. He became the district governor of Rotary International District 3190 in the year 2007 and 8. He has successfully executed as many as 25 matching grant and global grant projects using the funding of Rotary Foundation. The artificial limb project, which is called also a Jaipur Foot, school benches, e-learning centers and toilet blocks for the government schools, children's heart surgeries, mobile mammography bars, which is breast cancer detection, rehabilitation of school buildings, etc., are some of the community services projects undertaken by him in India. He was also involved in executing 3 international service projects in Malaysia. During his year in the district governor of 3190, he had a successful year in respect to the foundation collection. Total contribution from Rotary International District 3190 crossed $654,386 US. And he had a record of 32 major donors and 5 Rotary clubs entered the Hall of Honor, which is 100% Paul Harris clubs. The per capita contribution of $196 towards annual giving is the highest among all the districts in India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka, which is Zone 5 and 6A. Furthermore, all the 79 clubs in our district contributed to the foundation. On account of this significant contribution to the foundation, Rotary International District 3190 bagged 7 Rotary Foundation Awards at the Rotary Institute in Agra. In 2009, he was appointed as the Assistant Regional Rotary Foundation Coordinator for Zone 5 by the Rotary Foundation and monitored the foundation activities of Rotary International District 3170, 3180, 3190, and in 3 years, these districts contributed around $4 billion US to Rotary Foundation, TRF. In 2013, he represented Rotary International District 3190 at the Council on Legislation, the Parliament of Rotary in Chicago. In November 2014, he was honored by Gift of Life, in New York for his outstanding contribution to children's heart surgeries in association with them. Between 2016 and 19, he was a Rotary coordinator for Zone 5 to oversee membership growth in 17 districts in Southern India. Currently, he is a member of National Executive Rotary India Literacy Mission, which is RILM, in charge of the Happy School vertical of the Teach Mission. And Rotary Rajendra Rai, for his exemplary contribution to Rotary and social cause, has been recognized with the highest award in Rotary, which is the Service Above Self by Rotary International, and the Citation for Meritorious Service Award from the Rotary Foundation. Rotary Rajendra Rai is a graduate of Science and Engineering, NITK Surathkal, from Mysore University with a postgraduate diploma in business management. Rotarian Rai is married to Anne Rekha, who recently retired as the Associate Professor, Head of Department of English, Faculty in MES College, Bangalore. Rekha has served as the President of Inner Wheel Club of Bangalore West during the year 1992-93. They are blessed with 2 children, Rahul, 34 years, and Ritu, 24. Rahul is back in India after working for 5 years in Dell in US, completing his master's in computer science from Rochester Institute of Technology. And Ritu has just completed her MBBS from Vaidehi Medical College, Whitefield. Thank you.
Thank you, Ishwarji. Thank you. At this juncture, I just want to acknowledge the presence of our 2020-21 AG, Shankar Shastriji. Welcome, sir. Yeah. Now I request
Thank you.
PDG to address us, please.
Okay. Let me thank Ishwar Reddy for a generous introduction of mine. Thank you, Ishwar. President Subir, Secretary Gitanjali, and District Secretary Keshav, and my dear friend Assistant Governor Dr. Sushila, and also E.G. Shankar, and the fellow Rotarians of Rotary Club of E-Connect. I understand that you are removed Bangalore from there, so it's an truly an international club of yours. Well, friends, I'm delighted and privileged to be here today to install the president of your club for the year 2021-22. Let me at the outset salute President Subir and his team for having done excellent work last year. Though you started in the midst of a pandemic in August, the type of work you've done is fantastic. Some of them are, of course, as I understand, donation of from 5,000 books to over 8 government schools in Yadgiri district in Karnataka, and also creation of a community library in BR Hills with the help of books collected by the volunteers of Open House, donation of books and toys to Kaliyo Mane, a Kannada word, the learning house in Mysore, run by Divya Deepa Trust. You also participated in the Lake Rejuvenation Project, Fara District 90, I understand. And I was quite impressed by your Each One Educate One project. It's quite unique. In fact, we have in a Rotary India Literacy Mission a program called Each One Teach One for making adult illiterates literate. I think probably you can extend this program to that also, you see. And I understand that you're already supporting about 12 students from the marginalized communities with their school fees and other facilities for the tuition. And unique environmental project, biodiversity park. I think you already finished one. I think you are planning to do in multiple locations this year too. So this list goes on, and I'm quite amazed by the variety of community service projects you have undertaken and addressed. Friends, every Rotary Club throughout the world has its own character, own service focus, unique diversity. And in that light, you see, your club is very different. I don't think there is any other club which is like your club, you see, having members from all over the country and few from abroad. Yet, all of us are together with our interest in our common motto, which is service above self. Well, friends, new year brings new freshness, brighter ideas, innovative projects, the greater vision for a better tomorrow. As in life, so in Rotary, friends, we should celebrate this change to mark the beginning of a new year. Subir, unlike others, as a charter president, you have a distinct privilege of leading your club for more than 1 year. The year gone by should give you the grounding that you needed to make it even better this year. I'm glad that you are planning to undertake quite a few noteworthy projects, such as, of course, I'm also working with Ishwar in trying to set up a multi-purpose hall in his hometown for a government school where he studied. That's the debt he is paying back to his school. Great, Ishwar. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Also, you are planning to set up a dialysis center in Bangalore, and also the good project setting up rural libraries called Reach to Read program. When you think about library, Rotary India Literacy Mission has got a good program, which is we are planning to bring out an illustrated encyclopedia with Britannica in collaboration costs about $20. I think you should probably promote and put that, because it's got a section, quiz section, which is probably useful for youngsters in the school age to improve the general knowledge. Apart from that, I think you have got plans to the environmental area, tree plantation program and others. I wish you and your team all the very best. Friends, come July, 36,820 clubs will have a new president. There are 527 new districts, new district governors. Just imagine, most of you are head of corporate organizations. You see, if every year your CEO changes, what could happen to an organization? Organization cannot run like that. But in Rotary, the change is seamless and painless, because we Rotarians are selfless in our service, and we are dedicated to service. That's the beauty and the miracle of Rotary, friends. Friends, this year we have Fazal Mahmood as our governor. We were together in the 80s as road actors, and so we worked together, and I know the potential which Fazal has, and I'm sure he's going to take us to new heights this year. And we have our own Shekhar Da as our international president, and I had the privilege of working with him in the Rotary India Literacy Mission, because he's one of the founders of Rotary India Literacy Mission. He has given us a beautiful theme called Serve to Change Lives. Though it's the second month of the Rotary year, as an installing officer, it's my duty to elaborate this theme, because lest I might otherwise not be doing my job properly, you see. Now, he has highlighted three major emphases. The first one, he says, is asked us to dream big and set big goals. You all know, Bernard Shaw once said, you see things and you say why. You dream things and you say why not. Because it is this why not which triggers, which is a fountainhead of new ideas, new innovations. So he also says that apart from dreaming bigs, you should set goals which are big goals. But I would also like to say that when we set goals, it should be smart goals. I don't have to elaborate what smart goals are. Goals that are realistic, goals that are achievable, time-bound, and then need-based. Because Rotary always emphasizes on need-based projects, not what the president desires or your board desires. The second emphasis he said is, I urge you to do more, grow more. Do more should be our guiding mantra, as Rotary should focus on bigger or more impactful service projects. And that requires the Rotary to also to grow more. It's very equally important, because, say, I was the president of my club in 1995. That's the first time Rotary touched 1.2 million membership. But it's very unfortunate that for the last 26 years, we remain so in 1.2 million. And for your information, since I've been part of a Rotary International as a Rotary coordinator, I get the latest figures. You'll be surprised to note that the 1st July figure is 1.16 million. But then our president has got a great desire, great dream, and a great challenge to all of us to accomplish in 12 months what we did not do it last 26 years. That is to touch 1.3 million by the 1st of July 2022. It's an incredible goal. It may look very impossible, but then it is possible if each one of us bring one member. And not only that, friends, I'll add to that his words, retaining. Retention is as important, because I found that, you see, up to 30th of June, we grow. Come 1st July, we lose almost about 25 to 30% of the members. So that should not happen. So each one bring one and retain one. That should be our motto. So see that our president's challenge to the Rotarians of 1.3 million should be accomplished by 1st of July, not on 30th of June. I request Subhi to work with your incoming president and see that you don't lose a single member whom you added. I'm glad that you added about 3 or 4 members today, and that I request, you see, you're today 33. When you say each one bring one, you should be 66 next year. Well, friends, the president has also said that I've always been hugely inspired by our motto of Rotary, which I don't have to repeat, which is service above self. It has taught me, as he said, to care for others, share with others. He says service to me is about thinking of others before I think about myself. He always says that service is the rent I pay for the space I occupy on this earth. I want to be a good tenant of this Mother Earth. That should be our motto to friends. In fact, he recounts the words of Vivekananda, one of the greatest philosophers India had gifted to the world. Vivekananda had said, when you help someone, do not think that you are obliging him or her. In fact, it is they who is obliging you by giving you an opportunity to give back something to this world where we have received so much. The President also added one more special focus, which is to empower our girls. You all know they are the most neglected laws. So our laser focus this year should be specifically to empower our girl children. There are many things you can do. Children drop out of the schools because there are not enough toilet blocks in the schools. So if you create gender sensitive toilet blocks in the schools, you will have helped the children to continue their studies. Children also, the girl children also drop out because of the menstrual hygiene problem issues. So if you create an education program for menstrual hygiene in the schools, that will help the children to be aware of their responsibilities and thereby continue to be in the schools. Because in the rural India, it is a major concern. That's the reason children drop out when they come to 8th or 9th grade. I've seen most of the girl children drop out around that age. We should not, we should stop doing that. Well, friends, as the President says, you are the change makers, ending polio, fighting COVID, working on large impactful project, and increasing membership to the never before 1.3 million. These are the tasks ahead of us. They are really a challenging task. And that should excite you, friends. Rotarians love challenges, and I'm sure you also love challenges. He says a ship is safe when it is parked in the harbor. But that is not what ships are meant to be. They need to go to the high seas. Life, my friends, dear change maker, is about adventure, not maintenance. Not to maintain the ship in the dock. It has to be in the high seas for the intended purpose of sailing, friends. Well, friends, we are a member organization. We are not a service organization. Service is a product of our membership organization. We are a club-based organization and an organization which is local, regional, and international. We are people who are leaders of our community, leaders of our profession, leaders of our business. We are people who are working, who are retired, people who are active or less active. So every one of the 1.2 million Rotarians have different perspective of Rotary and different experiences and different priorities. So they have different unique understanding of Rotary. Well, friends, why I'm talking about this is that till the turn of the century, Rotary did not have its own mission statement. No vision statement. Can you believe in an organization, running for 100 years and didn't have a vision statement or a mission statement? No set goals, no set priorities. So keeping that in mind, friends, first they had the strategic priorities set out in 2013 earlier, which focused on three things: strengthening the clubs for membership, focusing on humanitarian service, and third is public image. But then in 2019, we have increased the strategic priorities and changed slightly. And these strategic priorities are increase our impact, as the President said, bigger and bolder project to have an impact in the community. So the community recognizes Rotary as somebody who's there to make a change. Number two, to expand our reach by increasing our membership base, by having diversity, as your club has already done that. 32% of the members are women members, female members, which is what we're looking for. Diversity in respect of gender, diversity in respect of age. We want more young members who are above 40, less than 40 to be our members. That is possible. Please attempt that. Third strategic priority is enhance participant engagement. Only through engagement and involvement, the Rotarians will tend to own and get the ownership of the Rotary. Only when you own Rotary and you feel that this is my organization, you will remain in Rotary. You will never leave Rotary. So retention is basically dependent on how well you engage your members. Last but not the least is increasing our ability to adopt You have done excellently well, because I remember when I was a member of the council legislation, they removed the e-club concept because they felt that e-clubs have been a failure. So they encouraged hybrid club. But come pandemic, all of us have they adopted technology so well, and you have done it so well throughout the 1 year, and adopting technology. So in spite of being in different parts of the country, different parts of the world, you have been coming together every week to conduct a program with the project. So I don't want to talk about that. Why I'm talking about these strategic priorities, that every club should have its own strategic plan. I request Subir, create a small group committee so that you set out a strategic plan and set out goals against these 4 priority areas: increasing your impact, expanding your reach, enhancing participant engagement, increasing your ability to adapt. Have goals and objectives for each of these strategic priorities, and let these goals be for a 3-year perspective. That's the minimum we could have. And every year when the new president takes over, review that with whatever goals you set for the annual goals you set, whether you've been able to achieve it or not, and then you can fine tune it and change it a bit when it comes to the next time. At the same time, having said that, friends, our strategic plan also has got spelled out our core values of Rotary, which is service, fellowship, diversity, integrity, and leadership. Friends, I'm taking slightly more time than what is allotted to me, because as an installing officer, it's my duty to say that, because probably you haven't had an occasion to understand what emphasis are in Rotary, friends. Friends, as industrialists, entrepreneurs, and those who are conscious of what we need to do, let me spell out what Gandhi said some years back. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. Let us look at things we can do better, things that we should be changing, and the things that we haven't started working on. I said, you must have the wisdom and the courage to see these and identify them and engage yourself in changing them. We are in Rotary to change the world, friend. What I'm talking about is that one aspect of our society which has been troubling me ever since I went to jail some years back when I was a student and as a GP follower has been our core value of integrity, ethical values have been eroded over the years, the last 70 years. So we need to change that, friends, because unless we change, as Swami Vivekananda said, arise, awake, act, he said. So Rotary should also be aware that the society is full of corruption, both in terms of our polity as well as the governance. If you don't make a change now, we will be living a world to our progeny, see, a world which is full of corruption. See, let us take the lead as the leaders of the civic society and join hands with other like-minded organizations. See that we do not indulge in any corruption or encourage that while you are doing business or your profession. Well, friends, Churchill once said, the price of greatness is the responsibility. Rotary is a great organization, but it has the potential to become even greater if each one of you members of this club rise above and take up the challenge and the responsibility to help your president to make your club a better club than what it was last year. President Subir, just a few words for you to consider when you take charge of the club for the second year, which is a unique opportunity for you only. Remember 3 things: conviction in the power of goodness, resoluteness in activating such power, and sharing the power with others to be good and to do good. Indeed, goodness is a wonderful commodity. The more you use, the more you generate goodness within ourselves. Try this power of goodness along with all the rich qualities you possess, and do not see only through your eyes. Because when you see through your eyes, it only shows our limitations. As famous poet J.L. Seagull said, look from within and see the way to fly. There's an old saying, one can achieve what is in mind, his mind can perceive, not beyond that. Well, Mother Teresa was once asked, she said, how have you been able to do all these things with so many things, such a frail, physics she had, but she did wonderful things. She said, I do what I can, where I am, with whatever I have. in Rotary friends, we try to do the same thing. We try to do the most good we can, wherever we are, in whatever things we have. That's why the Rotary Foundation has a very simple motto: doing good in the world is the motto of Rotary Foundation, and Rotary International a simple motto called service above self. Well, before I close, let me ask everybody to unmute yourself and repeat with me, friends, what RI President wanted us to say. Subir, can you unmute everybody? I want you to put your hand on your chest and say, repeat with me, friends. What I want to say is that we have the power. If you can repeat it.
We are the power.
We are the power.
We are the power.
We are the magic.
We are the magic.
We are
To
the magic.
serve to change lives.
We serve to change
Change
lives.
lives. Serve to change lives.
Thank you very much, friends. Long live Rotary, long live Rotary Club of Rotary E-Connect. All the very best.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
That was very motivating, PTG. I think me giving vote of thanks will not look good. The wonderful words that you have mentioned here, I give this honor to our president, Subir, please.
Gitanjali, anyway, you could, anyway. So thank you very much, sir. Very powerful words, very inspiring words. And I think this year is certainly a great responsibility. I think we have to do well. And I heard about the 4 points that you mentioned about the making the impact, expanding our reach, then also focusing on the diversity, increasing the engagement and adapting, right? So I think I'll just share one thing. We certainly believe a lot in this point, what you said about impact. And while increasing the membership has been important, I believe with your words that if we create a great impact, membership will follow. I believe that. Once our Rotary members all around, we take up projects, take up initiatives which create great impact, people will come. People will become members, okay? Not the other way. I believe so. Now, I also liked your perspective that we should look at making a strategic plan, and maybe I'll come back to you once we make one you can say first cut draft. We have done something, but I think taking a 3-year view is certainly very insightful. We'll reach out to you, and we look forward to your guidance, Shushila ma'am's guidance, Rotarian Keshav's guidance, and all the office bearer leaders here in the club. You all have spent so much time in Rotary, in and out. You have done so good. I mean, we have to learn so much from you. Each and every member from our club needs to learn so much from you all. And I would like to assure my club members that in your aspiration of doing good, you can always count on me, that I will do whatever it takes to reach out to any other members in the Rotary and make those things happen. That's my promise from my side. Okay. So thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much once again. And we look forward to your guidance, continuous guidance in this year and beyond. Thank you.
Thank you, Subir.
Thank you. Now, I request Sharmishta and Shweta to take it forward.
Yes. Thank you.
We'll move to
shall we stand and do the national anthem?
Yes.
Yes, I request everyone to please stand and recite our national anthem.
unmute yourself.
Yeah. Chalo, we want to be ourselves, PDG, so we will be singing it ourselves.
Yes, thank you.
Janaganamana
Yamuna Ganga
Janaganamangaladayak Jaya He Bharata Bhata Jaya
Thank you.
President Sudhir and Secretary Gitanjali, wishing you all the best and pledging all our support from the district. We are only a phone call away. The whole district secretariat is with you, and with our leader, Indian leader at helm of affair at international. We request you to, from 32, you need to be as early as possible. You need to be a 50-member club.
Thank you, sir.
We'll definitely with all your help, Rotarian Keshav. I know I keep bothering you all a lot, but yes, I know that I keep getting a lot of support also from you all. Thank you.
Wish you, President and the Secretary and the entire team of eConnect, wish you all the best.
Thank you for joining today. Yes, I know you are so busy, but yes, it's so nice to see you that you are here till the end of the session. If right now what Shweta and Sharmishta have got some more announcement to make, so I please go ahead, which is not part of the installation, but we wanted to showcase the talent of our members. So PDG, Shushila ma'am, if you have time, we would be happy that you stay and enjoy this session.
Gitanjali, I had to attend the Thanksgiving function physically to Atria Hotel, so I need to go there before they close. So please pardon me. I'll
sure, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
When pandemic is over, let us meet together sometime. Whoever is in Bangalore, of course, I can't meet people like Ishwar, but at least those who are in Bangalore. So let me once again wish you all the best. Please pardon me if I'm leaving now.
Sure.
Because
we totally understand, sir. Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Thank you
for being here.
Thank you very much, sir.
Oh, thank you, Subir. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'll stay for bit.
All the best, President and Gitanjali madam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Take care. All the best. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. So nice to see you here. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. My pleasure. Bye.
Yes, Shweta and Sharmishta, the floor is yours.
Please give us 2 minutes. We'll play our talent videos and then we'll make the announcements.
Sure. We are waiting.
In the meanwhile, Gitanjali, do you want me to go ahead with the Tiger Day post?
Yes, I think Yes, please, Mithun, please. Shushila ma'am, we had a contest a few days back to celebrate International Tiger Day. And we received entries from all over India, including Andaman, Nicobar, Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, and all. And Mithun and Sampada being very creative people. Mithun is a well-known photographer. Sampada is a Kathak dancer. We decided that they will be judging the entries, and here it is now. Okay, Mithun is going to announce the entries.
Right.
Prize-winning entries, yeah.
Thank you, Gitanjali. Shushila ma'am, nice to meet you virtually. Would love to meet you in someday physically as well. Thank you, Subir, Gitanjali, Sharmishta specifically for organizing this International Tigers Day. Like we normally say, right? I mean, this is all typically a Western concept that we call, someday or the other associated, but we all believe that the conservation of the tigers is required on a everyday basis. It's not just that you do campaigns during the International Tigers Day or any other such initiative. So in recent years, we have seen so much of traction, especially with younger kids, having to realize, that if we don't do efforts, if we don't do stuff, we'll naturally end up losing these tigers and this population being extinct. So we received, I think, like Gitanjali mentioned, over 70 plus entries around the country, very remote places as well. And let me be honest with you before I show you the winning entries. When I was a kid, I was just talking to Subir and everybody yesterday that I think we were very poor in terms of art or anything compared to what today's kids are. Their exposure to the creativity, the thought behind putting a message to every picture, kind of stuff. So it was extremely difficult for Sampada and I to actually judge these 70 entries. Wish we had 70 prizes to give away to each one, because everybody was unique, everybody was beautiful. But yes, I mean, we need to stick in. So what we have done is, out of the 7 entries, initially we had only 3 prizes, but then we extended it to 5, and then there are 6 more honorable or special mentions, because they should be commended as well. So let me just share the screen and show you just let me know once you can see my screen.
Since you mentioned days, Mithun, today is International Cat Day.
Right. You guys can see the screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the first prize winning entry by Kumar Arijit Mishra. So this is number 1, the first prize. This is the second prize by Ishita Sandesh Prabhune. Extremely well done picture as well. This is the third prize. Her name is already mentioned, Karin Kadu, class 8. This is the third prize. And then, like I said, initially we had only 3 prizes, but then we extended 2 more awards called as Consolation Awards. This is for Ananya Raut, class 7. Extremely well done, with a lot of messaging around the International Tigers Day. And the second consolation goes to Nirmal Johnson, again from class 7. Very well done sketch, if you see. And like I said, after this, the next 6 are all special mentions. So here is the first one by Karun, and look at the age, probably 8 years, grade 3. Extremely well done. And I wish we were all there to see the picture in real, because when you take it via a scanner or a photo, it all depends on how you take it. But I think beautiful features captured by Karun. This next one also deserves a special mention, because the emotions captured are so beautiful. So, and this again is a grade 3, which means around 8 to 9 years. And one more special mention, the sketch that has been done with, of course, like I said, if the picture would have been maybe, taken parallel, you would have seen much more, but then the effort that has been put in is commendable. And one more by Dhananjayan, 9 years, grade 4, having so much of color combination, messaging all around, I think very beautiful. And probably a young girl called Stella, this got attention of us a lot because, the sketch, this looks to you like this thing, because I've taken a screenshot, it was a PDF file. So I had to convert that into this thing, but believe me, the picture had so much impact. It's a beautiful sketch done. And the last one, Vijay Lakshana, 6th standard, 10 years of age, a beautiful sketch again. So basically these 11 are out of those 70. The first 5 award winners and the next 6 special mentions. Thank you.
Thank you again, Mithun and Samandana. I'm sure it must now been very, very difficult to select from all those entries. They were all eye-catching. I mean, I could not go through them all together, but whatever I was seeing it, thanks to Shweta's, giving it all full coverage on our social media. Thanks to you both, and thanks a lot, Sharmishta and Shweta, for reaching out to all these students from remote areas and making them part of this contest and making them part of Rotary Connect. Yes. Yes, now we can start our talent show. Who's going to anchor it? I think, Mithun, you can just continue and then we can have the dance session.
Sure. Thank you very much. So I was, I think during my introduction, Subir did mention, and Gitanjali as well. So I'm a passionate photographer as well, a self-taught photographer. I've been doing photography for almost more than 1.5 decades, but I was never serious into photography. What I mean by serious is I was more of a point and shoot, or just what Rotarian Shankar Subramaniam, who is another fellow photographer, also says. It's called as parachute photography. You just drop, you click, and then you go without thinking, without experiencing culture, without experiencing the place. So I got serious into it almost half a decade back, and then I classify myself into more of a travel photographer genre, but then I do practice every genre photography. So when Subir and Gitanjali both asked me that if I can present some of my pictures, I said yes. I know 5 to 7 minutes is too less, but then I also conduct my photography exhibition. So next time when the pandemic is all gone, I would definitely love to have you all there, explain each and every frame, how much ever time it takes, because that's the pride that I get in displaying my pictures. So I just want to quickly run you through some of my pictures so that So if you can see my screen, I hope you can.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going with any order of priority, but then some of these are very, very close to my heart. Pictures. This is shot in Hampi, and those of you who are from Karnataka, who have been to these places would know. So this was a very, very very, very magical, beautiful evening. Which had clouds, and typically what happens is when you have clouds, a normal human being thinks, oh my God, I will miss the sunset, because this is actually the place from where you normally view the sunset. So it was so magical that you see this monument, you see the bare tree, because this was shot in January, where the leaves were not there, and the sun right behind it. You see the streak of clouds behind it. It is one of my best-selling pictures, because I do print pictures as well. And a lot of people have taken this picture. So I just wanted to start with this. You can see a lot of some monkeys. You can actually, if you zoom in, which I'm at this moment not able to, you will see some people doing yoga, and all that stuff. So this is one of my One of my personal favorites. Next, this being my next favorite. This is I was just talking to Subir yesterday. Very close to China border. This is shot in Sikkim, a place called as Gurudongmar Lake, which is at an altitude of around 17,500 feet. So when you the climb to this place, of course, car or any vehicle goes in here, but it is manned by the Indian Army, because so beyond this is all China. And this place was in extreme prominence during the Indo-China War, post which it has been kind of silent. This whole thing, if you go in January, February, gets frozen. But the beauty of this place, you cannot stand at this place more than 3 to 7 minutes, and the simple reason is the oxygen levels are so less that different people have different kind of sickness. But we stayed there for almost more than 30 minutes. Even if I was getting nauseatic feeling, just go inside, relax in the car and come, because it's so beautiful. The amount of effort that you take to climb up and reach this place is nearly 5 hours. But you cannot spend more than 5 to 10 minutes. That's the max that a tourist normally goes and stays. But because of my interest and the willingness that I wanted to capture the beauty, so you can see it more looks like a painting that somebody has drawn. So you can imagine that if I'm explaining you this, if you go there, what will you experience? Then this whole thing gets frozen, like I said, like in Leh Ladakh, you would know the Pangong Lake gets frozen, and you can actually walk. There are freshwater springs out here, which have, of course, this is a zone of conflict between the Sikhs and the Buddhists. So this is the only place in our country which has the highest altitude Gurdwara, which is a controversial Gurdwara, which was done by the Sikh regiment of the Indian Army, and then because of the Buddhist and Sikh, like I said, the conflict, they had to abandon it. So it's the only abandoned high altitude Gurdwara in our country. So you can imagine that so these things have enabled me to travel, to experience the culture, to know things that we as Indians did probably did not know or were not taught in schools, or did not even know. But, and I've been telling this to everyone, I will repeat this again, that those who have not visited Northeast should definitely do it in this lifetime. It's that beautiful. Some of the other exclusive pictures very close to me. This is the Brahmaputra River. A place called as Majuli in Assam. Banks of Brahmaputra River. These all places look like fairy tale to you. When you look at this thing, the stillness in the water, the beautiful dramatic clouds, and believe me that every time you will go there, you will find a different scene altogether there. And some people think, what did this boatman, is this staged? It is not. It was coincidental that this man was going by. He was a fisherman. He was trying to find us, and then comes the frame. And these kind of boats you see all along that Majuli Islands. Majuli Island, for those who do not know, is the largest river island in the world in Assam. It used to be more than 150 to 200 square kilometers at one point in time, but because of the soil erosion and the state today, the floods and all that, it has started to shrink. But the only way to reach these places are via a place called as Jorhat, which takes you 2 hours by ferry to stride to all the Brahmaputra River to reach these places. So there's no other way to reach these places. So again, I'm repeating, please do visit such places in our own country, because they are extremely beautiful.
Mukesh, we have 2-3 other items. So I would suggest that you can just show us the visuals, huh?
Sure.
Please don't mind. Yeah, because so we don't want to.
Absolutely, no problem. So I was anyways going to. So I just wanted to show this. So here on, it is more of abstract pictures and the panoramic pictures, and that's me. Some of the very unique things like star trails. This is our sun with the sunspots here. And the moon captured on a very beautiful full moon day, long exposures, and this is something that I personally enjoy, which is people. the culture and the people, the expressions, the nature. Like I said, Meghalaya, the beautiful, our own Karnataka, the Kamala festival, which is annual ritual. Some lockdown photography, as I call them, at home. These are all, some abstract, unique ones, oil in water. And this is also very close to me because, this is during the COVID time, the core COVID time last year, because this symbolizes, the good and the bad, if you want to call it, with respect to this. And this was my recent thing that I did, to show the masked world. That's about it, Gitanjali. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Mithun.
Thank you. AG is also herself loves photography, so maybe
wow,
2
that's
words. Yeah. Ma'am, if you're there, you want to say something?
I have a lot to learn from you all.
Thank you.
As Mithun, we are planning to have some sessions, especially for some kids and adults. Thanks to Mithun's generosity, we'll keep you posted, ma'am.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes, Sharmishta and Shweta, you can take it forward.
Yeah, Shweta will play the talent show now.
Yes, just a moment.
Yeah.
Chingu, come. See.
Tum taka tum kita taka tachanu tam taka jhanu dim tatta jhum tatta tatta jhum taka jhanu tam taka jhanu dim tum taka tum kita taka tachanu tam taka jhanu dim tatta jhum tatta tatta jhum taka jhanu tam taka jhanu dim tum taka tum kita taka tachanu tam taka jhanu dim tatta jhum tatta tatta jhum taka jhanu
Thank you, Prakriti. That is our member from Calcutta, a well-known dancer, Prakriti Basu. Thank you. Yes, please go ahead. Go. Who's next?
Kindly give us a moment. There's just some technical error.
No problem.
No problem.
इतनी शांति क्यों है? So anyway, congratulations to everybody to all of us. Let's, the new team. So I think while we are waiting for Shweta to.
Yeah. There is
Murphy
this
law. Something here just goes wrong. Shweta, we can see everything. There's no surprise now.
Shweta, if you want, I can run Sampada's video if you.
Yeah, that's also a good idea. See, come. Audio.
Yeah, audio is missing.
You have to share. You have to share the sound. You have to share the sound, Shweta.
Yes.
How do you do it?
That was absolutely
Right.
adorable.
That was amazing. Very nice.
Thank you.
Shweta, fantastic. Yeah, you were wonderful.
Fantastic,
Very nice.
fantastic.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Very
Thank
Right.
you.
So,
Gitanjali, you're on mute.
Shweta, you had two videos, right?
Just trying the one.
Okay. I was saying that she's got amazing rhythm in her body. And thanks to her, I was to play, but since I had very bad, today it's very bad connection this side. So I requested Shweta, you know, like share it from your laptop itself.
At least you have power. You should thank God.
Pardon?
I said you at least have power in your house. You should. Thank
Today, yes. Mukesh, I mean, Mithun knows that, you know, like whenever we chat, there's no power. I will be showing him all darkness around.
Not visible.
No, we can't see the video. The audio.
I think the video is not visible. You want me to?
Otherwise, Shweta,
Yeah.
maybe no, I was talking about your own. You had shared two videos of yours and Digby's, right?
Yes, it was actually, this was in the next thing. So we thought if this is ready, we'll play this and then play that.
Okay, let's do this way. Let Mithun play it because he has, I think, on his.
Yes, great.
Yeah?
Great.
Yeah. Then meanwhile, you can settle this one.
Yes, great.
Can you guys see the screen?
Yeah.
I don't know if I need to share the sound yet. Just tell me if you can hear.
No.
No? Okay. Sorry, just 1 minute.
I think when you share the screen, you need to click on that. Yeah, share some.
Now, is it audible?
Yeah.
Okay.
गजवदन वक्रतुंड महाकाय गजवदन वक्रतुंड महाकाय गजवदन वक्रतुंड महाकाय दशावतारी आम्ही धरितो तुमचेच पाय दशावतारी आम्ही धरितो तुमचेच पाय हे गजवदन वक्रतुंड महाकाय हे गजवदन वक्रतुंड महाकाय हे गजवदन वक्रतुंड महाकाय वक्रतुंड महाकाय वक्रतुंड महाकाय सुखकर्ता दुःखहर्ता माता विघ्नाची पूर्वी प्रेम कृपा जयाची सर्वांगी सुंदर सिंदुराची कंठी झळके मान मुक्ता फळाची जय देव 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 तुझ गौरी कुमरा चंदनाची उटी कुंकुम केशरा हिरे जडित मुकुट शोभतो बरा झुंझुणती नुपुरे चरणी घागर्या जय देव 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 संकट अमुचे विलयाला
स्तवितो तुम्हा संकट अमुचे विलयाला जाओ
स्तवितो तुम्हा संकट अमुचे विलयाला जाओ हे गजवदन वक्रतुंड महाकाय हे गजवदन वक्रतुंड महाकाय हे गजवदन वक्रतुंड महाकाय वक्रतुंड महाकाय वक्रतुंड महाकाय लंबोदर पीतांबर परिमल वंदना स्वर्ण सुंदर वक्रतुंड त्रिनयना वाचा वाटपाहि सदना संकटी पावावे निर्वाणी रक्षावे सुरवर वंदना
देव जय देव जय मंगलमूर्ती दर्शन मात्रे मन कामना पूर्ती जय देव जय मंगलमूर्ती दर्शन मात्रे मन कामना पूर्ती जय देव 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 जय देव
Very nice.
Wonderful, wonderful, Sampada.
Thank you. I somehow could not see it at a stretch. There was a lot of gap. I
Yes,
don't know.
yes,
Was that
yes.
the same with all of you?
For
Yeah,
me
yeah,
Yeah,
also
I
the
think
same
there
thing.
is some network issue. It
There
is,
was network issue.
yeah,
We
it
could
was not continuous flow. There was
Yeah.
break
But
like.
best is,
complete break.
yeah,
I
best
thought-
is
So it's a
best
lag.
is-
It's called lag. It's called
Yeah.
lag when
Yeah,
you
there was a
complete
time
lag.
lag.
Don't,
Yes.
don't worry. I'll send you a video bite of this later on, so you can enjoy later.
Yeah, thank you, Sampada. This is wonderful. It's so nice to see so many dancers in our club.
Yeah.
Very
I
talented.
actually, I was not prepared. I've not been dancing for a while. I just put it up, I would say, in a couple of hours. That's about it. So
Wonderful.
apologies for any mistakes.
Hey,
Just
come
that it's a
on,
passion.
come on. You know, when I saw
Oh,
it,
it was so
actually,
good.
yeah, I was wanting to make this as an invocation, okay? Because it's all Ganesha, but our president said nothing religious.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Geetanjali puts everything on my court, you see.
No, but I
The
agree.
beautiful
I
part was
completely
the vote of thanks. So president should give, you see.
No, I have to still give vote of thanks at the end. No, because I wanted the dignitaries wanted to leave early, so so we had to rush it off. Yeah.
Good.
I'll just play the video.
Perfect. We're looking forward.
Very nice, very nice. I
Complete
love
different
the
genre.
way he is fully concentrated and not like
Very nice. Yes, very sweet actually. But I
Yeah.
love the first one. First one, very nice. Yes. And this one also nice, but I like the first one more.
I like her daughter's expression in
Yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah. Very nice. So sweet actually.
Very
So
adorable.
are we ending on that sweet note?
Yes, yes. Who's going to say the vote of thanks? Okay, Sharmishta, please, because I robbed you of saying vote of thanks
See,
for.
that is why I agree with President. You put people in a fix.
Please, you are good at it. Yeah.
Ayyo. Okay, so I actually wrote a few points on for our AG and PDG. So I don't know whether I should say
Yeah, you
those
can
or
say it
not,
because
but
it will be
maybe
recorded.
I'll just read those out.
Yeah, please.
Okay, so thank you, AG Rotarian Sushila Venkataraman. It was inspiring to hear appreciation about the uniqueness of our Rotary eConnect Club. Great to know about the compassion towards animals by you. This cause is quite close to my heart and our secretary, Rotarian Gitanjali Dhar. We both are also member of Fellowship Pet Care. I would also like to thank you, PDG Rotarian Rajendra Rai. It was very motivating to hear from you about our club. We had a webinar on Kalyu Mane few months back, and we came to know a lot of things about this organization, how they are, rehabilitating the children and skilling them up for better and brighter future. We would like to explore and understand more about the encyclopedia which you talked about. We are looking forward to get aligned with your vision of dream big, do more, grow more, and each one bring one and retain one. I'm sure all of us here would try their personal best to get engaged, strategize, and set up goals to achieve more milestones irrespective of the challenges we might face, like you mentioned, corruption in the various sectors. Long live Rotary.
Thank you. See, I told you, you do it so well.
About it.
Thank you.
Okay. Now this is last few words from me. Thanks a lot. Thanks each and everyone who contributed to make this session so wonderful. I must thank Sharmishta, Arnab, Shweta. I mean, they have been working. I mean, I'm just, trying to anchor them, but this wouldn't have possible without their help. I'll just call up Shweta and Sharmisha at odd times. अरे ये क्या है? ये क्या है? क्या करना है? इधर क्या बनना है? So, and patiently they have been replying, sending me whatever as needed. So a big thank you to all, and the entire credit for this installation goes to you three. Okay. And of course, I like to thank our president and all the other dignitaries who have taken their, very busy schedule and to be here to give us this very motivating speech. I hope we are going to take a lot from whatever they have said and spoken about. Thank you, Ishwarji, for doing the honors of introducing the
No problem.
PDG. Yeah,
Thank you.
and thank you again, Mithun, Sampada, Digvi, and of course, Shweta, for all your performances. It was excellent, and we hope to see more such performances in future. Maybe we'll plan something, and of course, all our hey, who stopped the recording, yaar?
Let's find this one.
Sorry. So, okay. And of course, all our new board members, I hope all of us are raring to go and do, like, what is this, contribute and do good to the society with the Rotary motto of service above self. I think with that, I will like to end this session. Thank you again for all of you for joining today's session. And of course, sorry, I have forgotten. I must thank, because a lot of the parents are logged on our Facebook page. A big thank you to them also. Okay, and I'd like to take this opportunity to tell them that the prizes will be on their way. All the children who have participated will be getting their certificates by whatever the means they have sent, email or WhatsApp messages that we have received. We'll reply to that, and we will check and find out how to send the gift worth. The first prize winner gets 3,000. Then the second prize winner gets 2,000, and third prize winner gets 1,000 rupees worth of prizes. The rest of the honorable prizes, we will decide and inform you. But all of you will be getting your certificates for sure. Okay. With that, shall I conclude the session?
Yeah,
Yes,
I just
yes.
want to, after Thomas' session is over, if the other people can stay, I have to say something after his recording gets over. Is it done? Is that
Should I
over?
Yeah, we can stop it. So thank you very much for many of our friends who have joined. So, so I saw quite many of my friends and each one of your friends who would have joined. Thank you once again for attending and encouraging us. Thank you very much.
Yes, Shalini, please go ahead.
Yeah, one is that for that honorary award, 1,000 rupees from my side too. I had actually yesterday said.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that
Thank you.
1,000 rupees for that.
Yeah.
Secondly, for that each one educate one, as the name is already established in everybody's mind from ours